Welcome to this miles by foot tour of Indianapolis International Airport, code IND. Indy's airport is the busiest airport in Indiana and 47th busiest in the country, serving about 19,000 arriving and departing passengers every day, more than every other airport in the state combined, nearly fivefold. From its beginning, Indianapolis has been a purpose-built city defined by its centralized location in the expanding Midwest. About 2 Americans in 5 live within a 6-hour drive of the city, and 7 national routes and 4 interstates converge in Marion County. The airport is located 7 miles west-southwest of the city center, and about 5 miles from the city's world-famous Speedway, home of the Indianapolis 500. As you can see, Indianapolis has always been about people going places, even if it's just around the Brickyard 200 times. You don't have to wander in circles here, though. Despite its size, Indy's airport is easy to navigate for seasoned and newbie travelers alike. Let's explore. IND provides service on 10 different airlines serving about 40 year-round destinations. Of the big 3, American has the most destinations on offer, as well as the highest number of flights, accounting for about a third of all of Indy's passenger aircraft movements. They primarily offer hub service, with their most frequent destination being Washington National, but you can also fly nonstop to Boston and Austin. Don't you love how these 2 cities rhyme for most Americans, but don't share any vowels? English is the weirdest language. Anyway, Delta's second for flights at IND, but still barely half as many as American. Their 6 destinations are all hubs, with Atlanta being the biggest share, no surprise. Spoiler alert, Delta's who I'm flying for the next phase of this trip, so make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications to see that trip in 2 weeks. Southwest is just behind Delta in 3rd place, but only in number of flights. In fact, Southwest carries the most passengers at IND, with just over 1 million passenger boardings in 2021, enough to fill the stands at the Colts Lucas Oil Stadium to capacity 14 times. It also serves the most destinations, 15, with Orlando, Denver, and Baltimore jockeying to be the most frequent. Get it? Jockeying, Colts? Never mind. They also serve Tampa, Phoenix, Las Vegas, Atlanta, and Fort Myers with more than 1 daily flight, Fort Lauderdale, Austin, Dallas Love, and Houston Hobby at least once a day, and weekly seasonal service to Sarasota and Panama City in Florida, and Cancun. United is 4th for departures, but their Newark service is one of the most frequent services at the airport. In fact, 1 in 6 flights departing Indy is heading to one of New York's 3 metro airports, by far the largest market served by IND. Besides Newark, you can travel to 5 other United hubs, including Denver, Dulles, and Houston, and a daily service to San Francisco. Chicago O'Hare is also connected 4 times daily, despite its 3.5-hour driving distance. Allegiant connects Indiana to 14 destinations, with their hub in Clearwater offering a near-daily flight. The rest are only offered a couple times a week, but experimental routes connect you to Charleston, South Carolina, Savannah, and most uniquely Key West, making IND one of 2 cities with nonstop service there on Allegiant. Frontier serves 5 of their most prominent destinations, plus Raleigh-Durham to bring in North Carolina's racing fans, I suppose, with Spirit service being mostly seasonal, with only 3 year-round destinations. Alaska Airlines offers 2 daily services to their hub in Seattle, and Air Canada flies twice a day, except Saturday, to Toronto, substantiating the airport's international moniker. Finally, Contour Airlines, a regional feeder airline, connects Indianapolis to Nashville 4 times a week, and from there to 3 smaller southern destinations at Greenville and Tupelo in Mississippi, and Greenville-Spartanburg in South Carolina. Indianapolis's impressive Landside Terminal was completed in 2008 and features 2 main areas for departing passengers on the 2nd floor. You'll check in at the counters in the 1st section, where you'll find both kiosks and gate agents to assist with your travel. From here, you'll go to the Civic Plaza, a large indoor food court with tons of seating both for the businesses there, as well as for parties waiting for friends and family to arrive. There are also massive central windows here, allowing you a remarkable view of the airfield's central taxiways. IND's H-shaped terminal has 2 Airside Concourses, Concourse A to the right and Concourse B to the left, surprise, surprise. Once you're ready to go airside, there's a checkpoint on either side of the Civic Plaza, and both will deposit you in a connector hall between the 2 concourses. Concourse A is home to half of IND's airlines: Delta, Frontier, Spirit, United, and Air Canada, so turn right after security, while Concourse B is home to Alaska, Southwest, Allegiant, American, and Contour, so you'll turn left. Each concourse contains several restaurants, gift shops, and coffee shops along its entire length. Gates 3 through 5 of either concourse are on small spurs as you enter each concourse, Concourse B to the left and Concourse A to the right. The concourses are both about a quarter mile from end to end, and moving sidewalks in the center help make it an easier walk. Both concourses have tons of seating and floor-to-ceiling windows for views of the action day or night. Delta is the only carrier at IND with a lounge, and you'll find the Sky Club on the right before you enter Concourse A. There's also a USO lounge, though it's on the land side, downstairs beneath the escalators, besides baggage claim number 4. If you're arriving at Indy, you'll exit security near the 2 TSA checkpoints, which will deposit you into the Civic Plaza. Pass under the mezzanine walkway and go down the long escalator to baggage claim. From there, metered taxis are directly outside and to the left. If you're renting a car or taking a Lyft or an Uber, go upstairs from baggage claim to the pedestrian bridge to cross to the Ground Transportation Center. In this building, you'll find rental counters on the ground floor, or you can cross directly into the parking garage from here without going outside. All in all, IND might be the easiest large airport to navigate in the country, and one of the best to visit, and you don't have to just take my word for it. IND consistently ranks at the top in customer satisfaction, as well as from professional organizations, including being named one of the top 3 airports in North America in its size category by Airports Council International in 2021, an award IND has either won outright or medaled in for the last 12 years. I know every time I'm here, the TSA is friendly and cooperative, ground and gate crews are efficient, and the service staff are invested in their work. Coincidentally, but appropriately, the airport's more formal airport code, usually just reserved for pilots, spells kind. You can tell when you visit Kind that Indy and its people want you to be there, and both frequent and occasional travelers feel at home at the crossroads of America. If you liked this video, please consider subscribing to Miles by Foot. As we continue this trip, I'll be publishing a new video each weekend, with the next video featuring unnarrated walks of all 4 of Indiana's commercial airports, including the ones we covered in the last video, Evansville, Fort Wayne, and South Bend. Tune back in for the sights and sounds of airports in their natural state. We're just getting started on this trip, and I hope you'll join me as we continue to our next destination. Comment below if you have something to share, or if you have questions about IND that I didn't answer here. The research I do, beyond just my visit, doesn't all make it into the video, so I'm happy to make your next adventure fun, safe, and stress-free if I can. Until then, thanks for watching, and keep moving forward.
The loaded walkway